This old pair of glasses is broken, but I do not want to throw it away. A close friend gave it to me a long time ago, and it still carries that memory. Because of that, today I will try to repair it so you can see how a simple fix can bring something meaningful back into use. Begin by preparing a simple cleaning solution that will later help polish the lenses. Take a small glass cup and squeeze a portion of toothpaste into the bottom. Add a small amount of 90% alcohol into the same cup. The alcohol helps dissolve grease and residue while the toothpaste acts as a gentle abrasive. Use a wooden stick to stir the mixture slowly. Move the stick around the cup until the ingredients blend into a smooth paste. Once the mixture looks uniform, close the cup with a lid and shake it gently. The motion helps distribute the alcohol evenly through the toothpaste so the cleaning compound remains consistent. Set the cup aside for the moment and prepare the material needed to rebuild the broken hinge tab. Take a pencil and rub its graphite core against a piece of sandpaper. Continue sanding until small black graphite particles collect on the surface. Gather the graphite powder into a small pile. Add a small amount of baking soda on top of the graphite. Mix the two powders together with the tip of the wooden stick. This mixture will later combine with super glue to form a strong repair compound. I know a lot of you are experienced in creatives, so leave your best tips in the comments and share the knowledge with everyone. Now return to the damaged glasses frame. Carefully remove the tiny screw that once connected the hinge. Place the screw and the detached temple arm in a safe location so they do not disappear during the repair. Look closely at the broken hinge tab on the frame. The small plastic ear that once held the screw has snapped off completely. Use a small cutting tool to trim away the remaining fragments of the broken tab. Removing the damaged plastic creates a clean surface for the new hinge support. Next, prepare 2 anchor points for the new structure. Light a candle and hold the tip of a metal push pin over the flame. This method creates a small, clean hole that fits delicate parts precisely. It works especially well for tiny components where accuracy and control are important. The heat will warm the metal quickly. Once the tip becomes hot, press it gently into the plastic where the hinge tab once existed. The hot pin melts a small hole into the frame. Repeat the same step beside the first hole, so 2 small openings appear side by side. These holes will anchor a reinforcing wire that holds the new hinge tab in place. After melting the holes, some plastic may rise around the edges. Use a small knife or precision tool to trim away any raised material. The surface should remain smooth and level so the repair compound can bond properly. Now prepare the reinforcement piece. Take a small staple and separate a single wire from it. You do not need many pieces for this step. A single one is enough to do the job properly and keep the structure simple and clean. Use pliers to bend the wire into a U shape. This U-shaped piece will act as the skeleton for the new hinge tab. Choosing the right recycled material makes the work smoother and more practical. It helps the repair process stay simple while still producing a strong and reliable result. Trim the ends of the wire if necessary, then insert the 2 legs of the U shape into the holes that were melted earlier. The curved portion of the wire should sit where the hinge tab used to be. Once positioned, the wire forms a frame that defines the shape of the new hinge support. Apply a small drop of super glue to secure the frame firmly into the 2 holes. To prevent the repair compound from flowing out of position, place a small wooden stick next to the wire frame. Wood sticks can easily bond with glue, so a non-stick surface is needed here. Using a simple barrier material prevents the glue from attaching to the support piece. Cover the stick with aluminum tape so glue will not stick to it. Position the stick beside the repair area to act as a temporary wall that keeps the mixture in place while it hardens. Now prepare the rebuilding compound. Take a small amount of the graphite and baking soda mixture and place it into the cavity around the wire frame. Add a drop of super glue directly onto the powder. The glue reacts with the mixture and begins to harden quickly. Add another thin layer of powder followed by another drop of glue. Continue building layers gradually until the new hinge tab reaches the same thickness as the original plastic piece. Allow the material a few minutes to cure completely. Once the repair compound becomes solid, remove the wooden guide carefully. The new hinge tab should now hold its shape around the reinforcing wire. Use small scissors or a cutting tool to trim any excess material. After shaping the general form, refine the surface with a precision knife. Work slowly and match the outline of the original hinge tab as closely as possible. At this stage, the shape is already correct and matches the original part. However, the surface still feels rough and uneven, so a little sanding will refine the edges and smooth the texture. Next, take a sheet of fine sandpaper with a grit around 800. Sand the repaired area gently until the surface becomes smooth and even. Proper shaping ensures the hinge will move freely once reassembled. Sand the surface gently. Too much pressure can weaken the new hinge tab, so keep the movement light and controlled to protect the freshly repaired part. The final step for the hinge is to recreate the screw hole. Heat the push pin again over the candle flame. Once the tip is hot, press it carefully through the center of the new hinge tab. Align the hole with the original hinge location so the screw will pass through correctly. Heat the push pin again before making the hole. The extra heat allows it to melt a clean and precise opening through the material. If the tip is not hot enough, it can drag through the surface and damage the shape of the hole. Now retrieve the temple arm and the tiny screw that were removed earlier. The frame arm and the original screw are still in good condition and ready to use again. Align the hinge pieces together and insert the screw through the newly formed hole. Tighten it carefully until the hinge holds firmly but still moves smoothly. After tightening the screw, open and close the frame arm several times. This movement checks the alignment of the hinge and confirms that the repaired tab holds firmly without shifting or cracking. With the frame repaired, shift attention to the cloudy lenses. Over time, oils, dust, and microscopic scratches can create a dull surface that reduces clarity. Take the soft toothbrush and dip it into the toothpaste and alcohol mixture prepared earlier. Gently brush the lens surface using small circular motions. The mild abrasive properties of the toothpaste help remove residue and polish the plastic lens. Continue brushing evenly across both sides of each lens. Avoid applying excessive pressure so the surface remains protected. After cleaning, rinse the lenses with clean water. Spray water across the surface to remove any remaining cleaning compound. Then wipe the lenses carefully with a soft cloth until they are dry. Hold the glasses up to the light and inspect the result. If this project helped you restore something useful, share your experience in the comments. Subscribe for more practical DIY ideas that bring everyday objects back to life and keep tools working longer.